Welcome everybody to the Corona Cero post show. A big day for surfing history. Crowning champions for the first time here at the Surf Abu Dhabi Pro. Stop 2 of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Everything's just settling down a little bit. We had a little bit of everything. Some wind the first day, even a little sandstorm on finals day, and on road to crown our champions. One thing I know for sure, we saw the best surfing on the last day when it came down to the big finals. Thanks for being with us, Joe Turpel, Jesse Mendes, and Felicity Palmateer. Flick, man, where do we even begin? I mean, I just want your opinion, you know, from being on the CT yourself in the past, following the movement for women's surfing for your whole life. How do you put into words what we saw in that final earlier today?
I think when we rocked up here, it's kind of everything you want on finals day, right? We wanted that seesaw battle. We had these 2 absolute, you know, phenoms going at it, and we had Molly Picklum, Caity Simmers, who have been really responsible for sort of that shift in, you know, the new momentum, the new generation on the women's tour. And it was incredible to watch it go down and to be decided right on that last wave.
And Jesse, on the men's side, it wasn't kind of the usual script of what's happened in wave pools in the past, you know, from Felipe losing early, even Griff, who was a favorite to take this one on. We kind of had a new story in a lot of ways this year.
And that's how it should roll, you know, like there's new people coming up. Obviously, Felipe lost to a veteran, a canoa himself. But, I mean, we saw a glimpse of excellence with Jackson Bunch. Obviously, we had Italo take over, and his consistency and how mature he looks on top of the board and how aggressive and fast he is paid the difference throughout the whole event. But there's a few people that stepped it up that I didn't expect, mostly being their very first time on a wave pool system event that has so much pressure added. It was fun to be part of it and just watch.
Well said. Well, now let's start the presentation as we send it to the other end with Kaipo Guerrero.
Thank you, Joe. Welcome to the presentation for the inaugural Surf Abu Dhabi Pro. This is stop number 2 on the 2025 World Championship Tour. And what a day we had today. This was a great day and an historic day, the first CT competition ever held in the Middle East. Let's give applause for that. We made history with this. Pressure, performance, and progression were all coming into play in this format, and I think it worked out pretty well, don't you? Thank you for this world-class wave, Surf Abu Dhabi and Modern Properties, the wonderful hospitality that we've shared here, and the amazing amenities. This has been an incredible event for everyone involved, especially the surfers. We also like to thank our event sponsors. Thank you to Corona Cero, Yeti, Red Bull, the people at Body Glove, Apple Watch, Surfline. They got the forecast spot on through this entire event. True Surf, FlexFit, Vizsla, and GWM. Helping me with the trophies tonight is Deepak John, the CEO of Modern Commodities. You can give a hand. Ryan Watkins, the General Manager of Surf Abu Dhabi. Give Ryan a hand. Hey, you know what, you guys, oh boy. Amazing crew here, you guys. This has been such an incredible experience. Thank all of the crew here. And also, Ryan Crosby, the CEO of the World Surf League. Let's hand out some trophies. Indonesia. He's been making a name for himself in his second CT final. Our runner-up for men. Let's bring to the stage Rio Waida. Come on up here, Rio. One of the nicest guys you'll meet. Rio. Yeah, let's give it up. Okay, quick word from you, Rio. This is your second CT final. I think there's a lot more in it. You have a young man with a bright future. Your thoughts coming off of this final finish?
Yeah, I feel like happy and sad, Of course, I was stoked that I made the final, but at the same time, I was like, damn it, I lost, So I'm happy the fire is there, I wasn't satisfied, so I feel like I will go back home and train harder for Portugal, and I'm excited, and I'm happy to be here in Abu Dhabi. It's so beautiful, and everyone's welcoming and stuff, so I'm just blessed, I don't know, performance, I just kind of almost just let it happen, I feel like I did the job done during the off season, there was a little bit of, I don't know, to be honest, I don't want to say, but I got hurt, like I dislocated my shoulder, and there was a doubt that maybe I was not going to compete this year because I thought I wanted to do surgery and stuff, but I did train hard and stuff, so I'm stoked, I'm blessed to be here, and many more, and I'm stoked.
Making Indonesia proud, Rio Waida. There you go. Let's have our women's runner-up come to stage. Incredible surfing throughout the entire event, and now number 2 on the world rankings. Let's bring up Molly Picklum. Yeah, Pickles. Molly, oh, what a road it's been here. Your experience here at Surf Abu Dhabi.
One that I'll never ever forget. No, I think ultimately it's been a real culture shock. It's so different to anything I've ever seen in my life, and I was so happy to have my boyfriend here and just share that moment and really enjoy the food, the karaoke, the people, the vibes. Watching everyone rip this wave pool to pieces was really special.
Yeah, and I think you were one of the surfers that was having the most fun here, so you win that prize too. Molly Picklum, let's give it up for her. Now for our men's champ. The raging Brazilian came in here and broke barriers, put big scores in every time he hit the basin. Let's give it up for your men's champion, Italo Ferreira. Let's give it up. All right, here we go. Get this. Yeah. All right, Italo. What's this mean to you? This was a hard-fought battle. You look like the man to beat from the very first heat.
Yeah. On the last event and the surf pool, that was like really hard for me. I got second, and that was hurt, and I was like super excited to have one more opportunity to do what I love to do and perform and put all my heart in that. And then yeah, it was a long week because we came from Brazil, and it was like so hard to sleep, and rest, but I tried to keep focus on myself, and try to perform every single moment. I had like worst time on surf session, and I was like, oh my God, I need to reset my mind and try it again. But on the moment that I put the jersey, I changed my mind and start to do it again. And I'm so glad to have this opportunity to win this event for the first time, and I put a lot of work, after September, after the final, I have been like working so hard, and then yeah, big trainings, and yeah, this is the result. But I know that it's a long year, there's a long journey, into the end, but I will keep focused and keep doing what I love. And I just want to say thank you, my team, my girl Sofia, Marcos, Reynolds, and Ali, my local coach as well. Yeah, brother. Habibi, hello. And yeah, that was a really special moment for me. And yeah, that's it. Time to go back home, reset, and then go to Portugal. That's one of the places that I love. And
I would love to win that as well.
Well, you're going to go to Portugal with a yellow leader jersey on. You're #1 in the rankings, Italo.
Oh, yeah, that was really special. Yeah, for sure. But it's a lot of work still, and let's do it.
Anything in Portuguese?
Agradecer a galera, especialmente a galera local aí que permaneceu todos esses dias acompanhando, dando suporte. Aos atletas brasileiros pelas performances também, pela dedicação, por todo o esforço, por tudo que vocês vêm fazendo e por esse esporte. E é muito especial viver esse momento junto com essa geração que se dedica, que se entrega. E é isso, cada um de vocês é uma inspiração para mim e é legal viver tudo isso e ser recompensado, né? E Deus tem me proporcionado esses momentos e eu realmente tenho aproveitado, tenho orado bastante para que eu possa me manter num caminho, no propósito e firme no que eu venho fazendo, né? E que toda a honra e toda a glória seja dada a Deus. Então, obrigado, galera. Valeu!
Italo Ferreira. Now let's bring up our women's champ, our defending world champ. 2 finals in a row on the championship tour. Your winner for the ladies, Caity Simmers. Come on up here, Caity. Caity, come over here. All right, yeah. Hey, another big win.
Yeah, all I can think of is really just how thankful I am, honestly. I'm thankful for surfing, for just being able to like ride waves. It's like the funnest thing ever. I really enjoy it, and I'm thankful for Molly because she makes me surf my best, and I feel like we both do that to each other, so that's always fun. And yeah, I'm thankful for just my friends and my family and all the love I got around me, and yeah.
Stop number 3, you're going to a place where you've won before, Portugal.
Yeah, I love Portugal. I don't know, I always have a lot of fun there, so I'm excited for it. Beach break, I grew up in beach break, so it's a bit familiar, so yeah.
Congratulations, Caity Simmers. All of our champs here, all of our finalists. Photo opportunity for all of you, and I'm going to throw it back to the show with Joe Turpel. Thank you all, and thank you, Surf Abu Dhabi.
How cool is that? Thanks so much, Kaipo, and congrats once again to our finalists, our champions, making history today at the Surf Abu Dhabi Pro. Italo happy to win. He was reminded of that wave pool event where he lost on a close decision, and you can kind of remember the heartbreak that you can go through as an athlete, as a world champion, when you lose, when you put so much into it. As we know, he's all out no matter what he does, and there's almost a recovery period of time for Italo to find himself again. And when he won last year in the back end of the season on the podium, he's like, I'm back. And that was a long time since that pool event. So he's right where he wants to be, world #1, as you see his road to the final. Jesse, round by round, quarters, semis, and obviously the final, he had the highest combined heat total. So it made sense. As soon as we saw that 9-1-3 in the quarters, you're like, oh, yeah, he's going all the way.
I mean, more than fair, right? Like domination to the max right there, and just the intensity that he kept throughout this whole event. How consistent he was solid, barely committed any mistakes, both on the lefts and rights, and it was impressive to watch. And actually not impressive, it was just very fun to watch, to be through. Like, the first day of the event, everyone was kind of still tight, and then the second day got better, and they just blew up on the day like today, and that was just fun to watch.
It looked like he was really free to do his brand of surfing. He wasn't making the wave force him to do any maneuvers.
Yeah, definitely not. I think the word that comes to mind is spontaneity. He kind of always keeps you guessing, which makes it super exciting. He also was willing to take a lot of risk. He decided to start, really pushing it in sections where people hadn't done that yet, putting that. Basically, with big risk comes big reward, and we saw excellent scores from him. And I mean, with maneuvers like that in that section of the wave where we hadn't seen that done yet, he was just pushing the boundaries, and sort of without a doubt, like you just knew he was in that form, and kind of said it at the beginning of the day, but if he gets in one of those rhythms where he's getting that fired up, he's getting amped up, he comes in from his surfs, he doesn't know where he's walking, he's bouncing off the walls, you can kind of just see that he's on that trajectory to the final and he's just in the groove. He's almost unstoppable when he gets like that.
It's a state of mind that you get. Like, it's something that only happens very few times in the career. And for those guys, they're actually able to multiply that by times 10, but every other normal human would get that 5 times their whole career. And you just got to take advantage of it, because that's when you start performing your best and just reacting to what's in front of you. Doesn't overthink. Actually, doesn't even think. He goes into a blink. The whole day just passes by and everything went naturally. It's pretty impressive and fun to watch for us that are here.
World title race is getting very exciting, you guys. Italo back in yellow. He said, man, it's been a long time. Bear Mamiya won pipe. He just drops 1 spot down to number 2 in the world. How about Miguel Pupo, solid in 3rd, Ewing to 4th. Leo Fioravanti dropped from 2nd to 5th as your current WSL Final 5. Pretty exciting to see what might happen at stop number 3. I'm expecting a lot of guys to try to gun for those spots. Felipe's done so well in Portugal in the past. He's going to look for redemption. I don't know if we could predict the Final 5 for the end of the season this far out, but fun to see some fresh names in there.
No doubt. Yeah, it's very far for you to predict, and you have to expect those names. Like, if you talk about all the stops that we have ahead of us, like a name like Felipe, it's pretty much the guy to win each stop, so it's like you got to count him in. But yeah, I was still only on the second. You just finished the second event, and let's see what's going to roll out for us.
Pretty exciting. Stop 3 for Portugal. Let's go to the women's finals day. Just like Italo, Caity Simmers had the highest combined heat total from the quarters, semis, and then through the win over Molly Picklum. Caity was sensational and drew some new lines. I mean, representing the Roundhouse Cup back out the back flick.
Yeah, it was so epic to see. I mean, she had, Bella Kenworthy in the early quarter here today, and she just started to click into gear. She was greasing everything up. She was looking fired up. But for me, when she stepped into that semi-final is when I was like, wow, okay, she's really starting to experiment here, sort of starting to gain that confidence. And that's when she started experimenting with that big roundhouse carve. I mean, we just saw that big trademark rail grab hack too. But yeah, the semi-finals for me, it was where the penny was dropping. And I was like, okay, this moment right here, she is well and truly on her way to sort of surprising the judges. This wave, let's be honest, can get a little bit repetitive. She's showing something totally different, and this whole event, that creativity has been rewarded. When we've seen something different being done, it's rewarded in spades. So she also carried that through to the final. I mean, Molly was also in form all event, and I just think the momentum though was with Caity. It's undeniable the sort of lines she's drawing. It's just so fresh to look at, and especially when you're a judge and you've judged. How many total waves did we have today, Joe? It was 420. It was upwards of 400, right? You want to be doing something that's pretty special, pretty creative, and that's exactly what Caity did.
Oh, that was insane. Yeah, the semifinal you're referencing against Gabby Bryan, just power surfing, but Caity switched on. She loved the back and forth. It wasn't like getting rattled that someone else was getting a score. She was lifting with the rise of the performance today.
She surfs with freedom. Like, it's different than most people. There's only a very few people that comes to mind in history of surfing that have that. Like, it's light-footed. Like, it's light on the shoulders. It's pleasing to watch. It's just different lines, and she's not scared of doing what she thinks she should do. And it translates into massive numbers and winning world titles.
It's a generational talent. Caity's wearing the yellow jersey. Remember, Tyler Wright got her at Pipeline, so Caity's got it back. Molly Picklum jumps to 2nd. Caroline Marks to 4th. And how about that? Sawyer Lindblad, Rookie of the Year last year in 5th. And her good friend Gabby Bryan right behind her. That's a very exciting Final 5 picture at the moment.
Super exciting. I mean, to me, it's just incredible for me that Caity's gone back-to-back finals in just such a tight turnaround. For those athletes to get from, the islands of Hawaii all the way here to the desert, I mean, it was a matter of days, hours really, and to perform like that and under pressure, it was just super clutch.
Let's get caught up with the shapers, how competitive they get with the Vissla CT Shaper rankings. How about this? We've had a shift after stop 2.
I was going to say, I saw Sharpeye right there on the top, and it's been kind of domination of Mayhem Lost surfboards, right?
Yeah, it totally has. And Channel Islands had the lead after pipe, so they'll just drop to 2nd. They got some points from Vahine Fierro. Bella Kenworthy. They've got some new contenders on their team, but cool to see Sharp Eye kind of taking the top spot because they were dominating the scene a few years ago.
I like seeing number 5 right there.
Same.
You
Number
know,
5.
you should be able to have your power surfer. Like your shaper could maybe pick a power surfer just in case they only have 1 or 2 guys on tour and they can double the points, because if he had one, he would have been right up in there.
Yeah, I have to totally agree with Jesse. Super stoked to see Boston there. And yeah, Caity representing proud.
Wow.
Pride of Oceanside there.
Just imagine if they had one other team rider. That's amazing. But Caity's carrying everything for Team Boris Designs. That's pretty awesome.
There are not that many Caitlin Simmers in the world, though. So, like, it's hard to get that many points, you know, with only one athlete.
Exciting time. Stop number 2 comes to a close. We're really looking forward to the male pro Portugal. Check this out.
Bom dia and good morning. Welcome to WSL's the Mayo Ripco Pro Portugal.
Pulls up and under, still traveling. Colapinto! The Mayo Rip Curl Pro Portugal is the next stop. One of our favorites on tour, the wild beach breaks of Super Tubos. It could be big, 6 to 8 foot teepees. It could be really heavy. It could be really fun and have some big air sections. You really have to be ready for everything.
No doubt about it. I love going back to the tajinha, as we call it in Brazil, and I can't wait, you know, some fish soup, whatever. South winds, north winds, everywhere is offshore there.
Yeah.
It's just a great place.
Being on that peninsula somewhere's good all the time, and there's sandbars everywhere. That's going to be really interesting where this whole title race goes at what can be at times like the European pipeline.
For sure, it can definitely be pipeline, but there's room for it being, you have to be adaptive there, I feel, because it can be a mixed bag. You could rock up, it could be 10-foot offshore draining pipes. It could be, you know, the A-frame beachy. So you could really throw a blanket over, you know, the surfers there to who's going to be a winner. We've obviously seen Griff get a lot of success there in the past, his brother as well. But, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it all go down.
Oh, can't wait to get that one going. But before we get there, we've got to celebrate a great finals day with the daily top 5 moments. It all went by so quickly, kicking off with the quarterfinals. And number 5 on the list, it was a surprise sandstorm. You know, we've got this artificial wave. You got to feel what nature has in store for us.
Hey, we kind of got lucky because we were talking to our brother there, local guy, and he said sometimes it takes 2 days for that sandstorm to go away.
You're absolutely kidding me.
No, I mean, he said it's rare. It needs to be a massive one, but he said it happened before.
We'd be up a certain creek if that was to happen. But, I mean, we watched Ethan here, and look, fair enough, he baubles here and got the rerun on this. I mean, visibility was super low, really hard to see. It was actually pretty crazy. Kind of cool that we got to experience that. I mean, we are in the desert. Didn't affect too much. So here we go. What do you expect?
Little break. They just did a little maintenance break. And then number 4 on the list. This is the top 5 of the event. Just under the lights. David Silva doing the biggest alley-oop. That was insane.
And that's a statement, like how many alley-oops we had, you know? Like, and he did the biggest one. Probably by a good margin, like 10-15%. That was impressive from him.
Just the energy from guys saying they couldn't see, but still performing, the pressure that they went through. Richard Dogmarsh said watching the night session last night was one of the most impactful moments of the season. Just the pressure that he got to feel.
For me, that was my first time ever calling that sort of leaderboard style format. And I mean, as a surfer, you're thinking, wow, okay, this is a lot of pressure. But as a fan watching, it is super exciting. It's so exciting to call, you know, both of those leaderboard starts coming down to essentially the last or second last surfer getting the job done.
And then number 3, it was just the air show that we got to see in Abu Dhabi. We referenced the number of alley-oops, maybe 87, 88. We'll go count. But we saw a lot of different variety as well. Halfway down when someone committed was awesome.
We saw about 5 of them already, but it kept getting better. You know, that's a variation of it as well called corrupt flip. But same rotation, unclockwise. Iago Dora, just smooth styles right there.
Iago, one of the best in the basin. He was switched on. Alley-oop. Italo Ferreira then could go the other way. We're talking to Jackson Bunch about it. It's one of the coolest combos. Alley-oop, and then when you can, throw the frontside reverse right after for an aggressive combo. Number 2 on the top 5, Caity Simmers. You little legend, you. picking up her 6th CT win of her career.
Almost standing up in the barrel, exiting out of that. Like, it's crazy. She had a few of those, and that just shows the level of comfort that she has.
Yeah, for me, it's undeniable, right? She's the defending world champ. She's gone back-to-back finals. And I just have already said it, but out here, she's just unique in her surfing, in her lines, really sort of being the painter, and that is her canvas. Just, she's the point of difference. It's undeniable. And I just love seeing how casual she is at the same time as doing it. You know, it was incredible to watch, incredible to see it go down, and really awesome to see Molly really push the best out of Caity.
Picked up 2 event wins in her rookie season, 3 events win in her world title run. Now she's got 1 already in 2025, and taking the #1 spot on the Corona Cero post show, Italo Ferreira finding that winning feeling.
I mean, are you kidding me? Nothing better than finish it off with a banger, and that's what he did. First 2 waves, a pair of 8s. I think that's the first time we saw on this event. Just going for broke every time, pushing as hard as you could, not holding back, keeping the speed, keeping the power, and finish it off, I mean, progressively. Like, how could he not get a pair of 8s?
You know what my favorite part was? The last 2 waves. I mean, they didn't, obviously the judges had to score them, but it was just such showman skills, you know, like he absolutely lives for those moments. Once he'd secured the win, right? Just watching him go switch, I mean, Joe, we were talking about it, surely that has to be the future of surfing. Eventually one day, surfers are gonna be, you know, having that forehand, you know, both sides, going left, going right, just a true born entertainer. I love to see it. Personality, bring it on.
Hey, and a CT 3-point ride, that's big.
Hey, that's massive. Most
better than
people
how
in the
I
world,
surfed.
oh, for sure. Like, I bogged my every rail possible, but like, it's very impressive the damage he did on his switch foot.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, what a run this has been in some massive days of competition. Hats off to the crew working so hard in the dark, all the way under the lights. It's been a huge day for pro surfing, creating history here in Abu Dhabi. Thank you all the fans for watching from the opening round all the way to finals day. Also, want to remind you that the event at Nazare has been yellow alert, so we'll check in 24 hours before, and potential green alert for Tuesday, February 18th. Stay tuned for that, and can't wait to see you guys in the future. Good morning, surf fans, and happy finals day. World-class wave, world-class facility. And now we're down for the final 8 men, final 8 women. It's all on the line. Pace and tempo are just spot on.
And a best score of the event for the women to Caity Simmers. Looking forward now to women's first semi, checking out Molly Picklum.
As we see the reigning world champion, Caity Simmers, drawn out roundhouse cut back. Now setting up this barrel.
Look how tall she's standing.
And it all comes down to the next couple of heats. Just 2 left to go. It's our finals.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.